Alright, student, we go over L4, divide polynomial using long division. Okay, so I take my pen over here. Let me draw this mark. Okay. N plus 10 over here. You got 19n squared plus 190n. Okay, so first I would take 19n squared divided by n. Okay? Pay attention up here, you guys. It should come out at 19n. Okay? Now I take 19n and I multiply with n and multiply with 10. Okay? So 19n times n become 19n squared. 19n times 10 is 190n. Okay, so now I subtract. So you can see 19n squared subtract 19n squared 0. 190n subtract 190n also 0. Okay, so the answer is 19n squared in this box. Okay, so I go over here, I put 19n and then I submit. Voila. Okay, next I do the same thing. Okay, I draw down this notation, this marking. G subtract 6 should be over here, and then subtract AG plus 48 over here. Okay, so same thing, I take negative AG divided by G. Alright, it should come out at negative 8. Okay, now I multiply them back. Okay, negative 8 times G and then negative 8 times negative 6. Okay, so let's do that. Negative 8 times G become negative AG. Okay, negative 8 times negative 6 become positive 48. So you can see when you subtract them, it should come out at 0. Okay, 0 here, 0 here. So the answer is negative 8. The answer is negative 8. So I put negative 8 in the box. Alright, submit, voila. Okay, so now level 2, I do the same thing. Okay, I draw this marking down. T plus 9 should be right here. And then 7t plus 7t. Okay, 7t and then plus 7t. Okay, so let's divide. 7t divided by t, it should be 7. Okay, so now multiply them back. 7 times t become 7t. 7 times 9, it becomes 63. Okay, so now I subtract them. Okay, so let's do the subtraction. 7t subtract 7t, that's 0. 7t and then subtract negative 63, that become positive 7. Okay, so you can see the answer is number 7, and then the answer number 7, and then the remainder also happen to be 7. Okay, so how do you write this? I would write 7. Let me get it correct here. And then I add with 7, I divide by t plus 9. Okay, so here we go. So go over here, I put down 7 plus division. On top is number 7. On the bottom is t plus 9. T plus 9. Okay, submit. I should be correct. Alright, so let's do one more over here. So now I draw the marking down. Okay, G plus 5 should be over here. And then I got 2GQ plus 14G squared plus 20G. Okay, so let's divide this. So first I take 2GQ divided by G. Alright, GQ divide by G. GQ is G times G times G 3 times. Divide by G. So you have G times G. So it should be G squared. Okay? GQ divide by G, you come out G squared. Alright, so now 2g cubed divided by g, you should come out at 2g squared. Okay? Multiply them back. Multiply them back. 2g squared times g become 2g cubed. 2g squared times number 5, that should be 10g squared. Okay? So now put in parentheses and then subtract. Subtract. Make sure you subtract. Okay? So you can see here 2g cubed subtract 2g cubed, that's 0. 14g squared subtract 10g squared become 4g squared. Okay. Your next step, I would move down the 20g. Move down right here, 20g. Okay. And then we repeat the same process. Okay. So I would take 4g squared divided by g. So that should be 4g. Okay. Now multiply them back. Multiply them back. 4g times g is 4g squared. 4g times number 5 is 20g. Okay? So you can see when you subtract, it should come out as 0. So no remainder. So the answer is 2g squared plus 4g. Okay? So the answer is right here. Here we go. 2g squared plus 4g. So I get my pen over here. I put 2g squared and then move my cursor over plus 4g. That's it. Done. Submit. Voila. Okay, so now I draw down this marking. Oh, here we go. Okay. 9d plus 9, I put in the top left corner over here. Okay. Negative 4d squared subtract 28d plus 78 over here. Alright, make sure you extend everything. Okay, so now let's divide it. Negative 4d squared divided by d. Okay, should be negative 4d. Okay. Now you multiply them back. Multiply them back. Become negative 4d squared, negative 4d squared, and then negative 4d times 9, negative 36d. Okay? Your next step, you should put in parentheses and then you subtract. Okay? So as you can see, negative 4d squared subtract negative 4d squared, that's a 0. Alright? Over here, subtract with negative 36d, that become positive 36d. So negative 28d plus 36d, that will be positive AD. Okay? So your next step, you need to move down 78. So 78 is right here. You move down. Okay? And now you continue to do your division again. AD divided by D, that should be number 8. Okay? So multiply them back. A times D, that's a AD. A times 9 is that 72. Okay. So now you put in parentheses and then you subtract. Okay. AD subtract AD becomes 0. 78 subtract 72, that's the number 6. Okay. So now I got my answer. Here's your answer. Your answer is right here. Alright, negative 4d plus 8, and then number 6 is the remainder. Okay, so I put in my answer box over here, negative 4d plus 8, and then plus, you put a fraction, the remainder should be on top, and the divider d plus 9 on the bottom. Okay. So submit, done. Okay, so this is level 3. I can do level 4. Okay, level 4. Here we go. Same thing happening. So I would write down this this marking over here. G subtract 3 should be on the top left. And then negative 15g squared, g cubed, plus 133g plus 16. Okay, so now let's start your division. You take negative 15g squared divide by g. it should be negative. Ooh, they try to trick you. Oh my, they try to trick you, but that's okay. Okay, it come out negative 15g square. Okay, so take a look over here. Ooh, they trick you over here. It means the g square part you don't have, is that right? So the g square should be the 0. I'll put the 0 right there. Okay, so that's it. This is 0's g square. Okay, so now when you multiply them back over here. Okay, so let's multiply them back. Negative 15g squared times g become negative 15g cubed. Alright? And negative 15g squared times negative 3 become 45g squared. Okay? So now you put in parentheses and you subtract. Parentheses, you subtract. Okay? So here we go. So negative 15g cubed subtract negative 15g cubed, that's a 0, all right? And then the g square, you don't have it, and then you subtract with 45g square. You become negative 45g square, all right? So that's the tricky part. Now, move it down, should be 133g, okay? 133g, I move down, okay? So here we go. So now we start the whole thing over again. But this time you take negative 45g squared divided by g, okay? And it should come out at negative 45 and then only g. Okay, multiply them back. I come out negative 45g squared. Negative 45g times 3, ooh, become a positive 135g, okay? And now I put in parentheses and I subtract. Okay, so let's do this. Parentheses and subtract. Okay, so I should come out at no more g squared. 133g subtract 135g becomes subtract 2g. Okay, next step, you move down number 16. Move down number 16 down here. Okay. And now do the last step over here. I will do the same thing. I take negative 2g divided by g. It should come out at negative 2. Alright? Multiply them back. Negative 2 times g, negative 2g. Negative 2 times negative 3 plus 6. Alright? Now put in parentheses and then subtract. I should come out at no more g. 16 subtract 6 become 10. Okay? So you can see the answer of this division is negative 15g squared subtract 45g. And the remainder is number 10. Okay? So over here, I put down negative 15. Ooh, what happened? Yeah, negative 15g squared. Okay. And then subtract 45g. Oh, make sure I move down the cursor. Subtract 45g. And then subtract 2. And now I plus with the remainder 10 over g subtract 3. Alright, I should be correct. Submit. It said wonderful. Okay, here we go. That's a level 4. Okay. Now we can do level 5. It's not a big deal. Level 5. Okay. Same thing here. Okay. So let's take a look over here. Okay. You got this one is K5, K4, K3, and then K. All right. Not a big deal. We can do it. Not a big deal. All right. Let's write down the notation here. K plus 9 should be on the top left. 6K to the 5th. Plus 45k to the 4, subtract 82k to the 3rd, and then plus 81k. Alright, so now let's divide it. Okay, so 6k to the 5th divided by k should come out 6k to the 4th. Okay, multiply them back, it's 6k to the 5th, and then 6k to the 4th times 9. Is that 54k to the 4th. Okay. Now, next step, put in parentheses and then subtract. Okay, so now you should have 6k to the fifth, subtract 6k to the fifth, it comes 0. 45k to the fourth, subtract 54k to the fourth. That should come out at negative 9k to the fourth. Okay? Next step, you move down negative 82k to the third. Move it down. Okay? Negative 82k to the third. Alright? So now we do division, same thing. Negative 9k to the fourth divided by 9. It should come out at negative 9k to the third. Alright? So now multiply them back, become negative 9k to the third. Negative 9k to the third times 9. Is that negative 81k to the third? Okay? Now put them in parentheses and then subtract. So, hold on. This is k to the fourth. Okay, this is k to the fourth. All right, so let me make sure I put it k to the fourth. Here we go. Okay, k to the fourth. Okay, so when you subtract, you have no more k to the fourth. Okay, subtract over here with subtract over here become plus. So negative 82k to the third plus 81k to the third. Is that become negative 1k to the third. Okay, last step over here, I move down 81k. All right, so 81k. Tricky part. We don't have the k square. All right, so they trick you. So we don't have the k square. So when you move down, you have to put 0k square. Okay. So you don't have that. So I put right here 0k squared. Okay. So now let's do the multiply. Okay. So let's do division over here. Okay. So here we go. Blah blah blah. So now I take negative 1k cubed divided by k. So that should come out at negative k squared. Okay. Multiply them back. Negative k cubed. And then subtract k squared times 9 becomes subtract 9k squared. Okay? Put them in parentheses and then subtract. Okay? So I'll spell a little bit tight here, but we can make it work. So no more k cubed. Subtract become plus. So you come out 9k squared. Okay? So now you can move the last part down, which is 81k. Okay? 81k can go down. All right, 81k. Here we go. All right, so 9k square divided by k, you should come out at k. All right, now multiply them back. K times k square. I missed number 9. All right, 9k square divided by k. Is that 9k? Okay, multiply them back, it becomes 9k squared. 9k times 9, 9k times 9, 81, perfect. 81k. So when you subtract, it becomes 0. All right, put in parentheses, subtract, come out 0. All right, so I got my answer over here with no remainder. So this is my answer. No more remainder. Here we go. That's it. Okay, so let's put over here 6k to the 4. All right, subtract 9k to the third. All right, make sure you move your cursor down. Subtract 9k to the third. All right, move your cursor down. Subtract k squared. And then the last one is plus 9k. Move cursor down, plus 9k. All right, I think I'm correct, but should I double check one more time? I can double check. All right, it's not a big deal. Okay, it's k to the 4, multiply them back. 54, subtract negative 9k to the 4. Move it down. 9k to the 4 divided by k, negative 9k to the third. Multiply them back, negative 81. All right, become plus, subtract 1 of here. 0k squared, put it down. Okay, and then negative k squared divided by k become negative kq divided by square, negative k square. All right, multiply them back. Negative 9k squared. Subtract become plus. All right, now I can move down 81k. All right, 9 come out 9k. 9k 9 multiply is 9k squared and 81k. All right, that's it. We should be correct. Submit. Voila, it said correct. All right, for this question, we do the same thing. Okay, so let's draw this down. 4 and subtract 5 should be on the top left corner. And then negative 176 and plus 239. Okay, so first I take negative 136 and divide by 4n. So take number, divide by number. Negative 176 divided by 4. It should come out at negative, run out of space here. Okay, let's rewrite over here. Let's write it a little bit lower so we have enough space. Okay, here we go. 4n subtract 5. Negative 176 and plus 239. Okay, so I take a negative 136 and divide by 4n. I should come out at negative 44. Okay, now multiply them back. Negative 44 times 4, negative 176 n. Okay, negative 44 times 5, it should be plus over here. Is that 220? Okay, so now you put in parentheses, okay, and then subtract. So as you can see, the end part is gone. Okay, 239 subtract 220, it should come out at 39. Okay, so your answer is negative 44, and then 39 you have to put it divide by 4 and subtract 5. Okay, so here we go. Subtract 44 plus 39 over 4 and subtract 5. 4 and subtract 5. All right, submit. Ooh, what happened? Oh, what happened over here? Come out 39. Oh, I didn't do it correct. 239 subtract 220. That should be 19. I should put 39. Okay, so all right. So I learned my error over here. So let's see the work over here. So okay, so negative 44. You multiply them back. Negative 176 and then negative 44 times negative 5, that's a 220. So this is subtract, is that right? So it come out 19. All right, so I learned from my error over here. Let's do the next one. Okay, so let's draw down the marking over here. Here we go. So c plus 3 on the top left. Subtract 14cq, subtract 51c squared, subtract 26c plus 12. Okay, so now I take negative 14cq divided by c. It should come out at negative 14c squared. Okay, multiply them back over here. Okay, negative 14c squared times c, negative 14cq. Negative 14c squared times 3. That becomes negative 42c squared. All right. Now I put in parentheses and then subtract. Okay. So you can see the cq part is gone. Subtract become plus 42c squared. So negative 51c squared plus 42c squared, that become negative 9c squared. Okay, now next step, I move down negative 26c, negative 26c. Okay, so now I divide negative 9c squared divided by c. It should come out at negative 9c. Okay, multiply it back. Negative 9c times c become negative 9c squared. Okay, negative 9c times 3, negative 27c. Okay, put in parentheses and then subtract. Okay, c squared part, it's gone. Okay, subtract 27c, that becomes 27c. So negative 26c plus 27c, that become 1c. Okay, now I move down the 12. Okay, so I move down to 12, so that should be plus 12. So 1c divided by c, 1c divided by c, that become number 1. Okay, multiply them back. 1 times c become 1c. 1 times 3 is 3. Okay, put in parentheses and then subtract. So I come out no more c. 12 subtract 3, that's a 9. Okay, so I got my answer. All right, put it back over here. Subtract 14c squared. Move your cursor down. Subtract 9c. Move your, and then plus 1. Okay, the remainder number 9, so I put plus, put a fraction on top. I put number 9. On the bottom should be c plus 3. C plus 3. All right, c plus 3. All right, submit. Voila. Okay. See, now make a mistake. I can do, I can do level 6. Okay, level 6, not a big deal. Okay, here we go. So raw down this marking. Okay, 9h subtract 2. I put right there. And then negative 153h cubed plus 115h squared subtract 18h. Okay, so let's do this. First, I take negative 153h cubed divide by 9h. All right, it should come out at negative 15 divided by 9. That's number 1. Okay, so it come out 63 divided by 9 should be 7. Okay, so 17h squared. Okay, multiply them back, come out negative 153h cubed. Negative 17h squared times negative 2. Plus 34 and then h squared. Okay, put in parentheses and then subtract. So here we go. I should come out at no more h cubed. All right, 135 subtract 34. 115 subtract 34. So come out 81 h squared. Okay, and then I move down negative 17h, negative 18h. That's what I read. Okay, so now I divide 81h squared by 9h. It should come out as plus 9h. Okay, multiply them back. I come out 81h squared. 9h times negative 2, negative 18h. All right. So when I subtract, put in parentheses subtract, it's come out 0. So the answer is right here. Okay, negative 17h squared plus 9h. No remainder. No remainder. Okay, so I put right here negative 17h squared. Move your cursor down, plus 9h. All right, plus 9h. Done. Here we go. Let's do the last level. Okay, last level. Not a big deal. Okay, same thing happening. All right, I draw my little mark over here. Okay, 5w subtract 6 should be over here. Okay. And then negative 25w plus 106w and then subtract 82. Okay. So first I take negative 25w divided by 5w. It should come out at negative 5 and then w square. Ooh. So I notice we don't have the square part. Okay. Down here. So when you multiply them back, so let's multiply them back. Okay, here we go. Multiply. So first I got negative 25 w cubed and then negative 5 w squared times negative 6 become 30 w squared. Okay. So now I put in division over here. Okay. So subtract. So the WQ part, subtract, it come out 0. So you don't have the W square, which means 0 W square. Okay? So then you subtract by 30 W square, becomes subtract 30 W square. Okay? So now I move down 106 W down here. Okay? So 106 plus 106w. Okay. So I divide again. Negative 30w squared divided by 5w. That should be negative 6w. Okay. Multiply them back. I come out negative. Ooh, hold on. Negative. I see that. The sign right here. It should be negative. All right. Negative. So I put negative. Negative 6w times 5w is negative 30w. Alright, negative 6w times negative 6 become 36w. Okay, so put in parentheses and then subtract. I should have no more w square part. Alright, 106w subtract 36w, that should be 70w. Okay, so now I move down the negative 82. Okay, negative 82 right there. So now I divide 70w by 5w. That should be 14. Only 14. 14 times 5w becomes 70w. 14 times negative 6. Okay, 6 times become negative. 6 times 4, 24. Remember 2. 6 times 1, so 84. That's it. All right. So now put in parentheses and then subtract. Okay. So as you can see, no more w part. Negative 82 plus 84 become plus 2. Okay. So here's your answer. Here's your answer. This is your answer. And number 2 is your remainder. Okay. So I put the answers in. All right. Subtract 5w squared. Move the cursor down, subtract 6w, and then plus 14, and then plus 2 over 5w, subtract 6. Okay? Submit. Voila. Alright. Thank you so much, you guys.